Sitting out today. He's on the bench. He will be ready to come in later in this game. Starting off, Ubon Braves in white and the SK Knights in red.
And the way he keeps the ball moving on offense.
Big body against big body here in between. He comes in for the fadeaway, and it's wet like water.
Edwards and Fotu camping out into the basket. Maybe that's Jeramapor's role in this game.
Catch and shoot for Gillenwater, and it's good. Airmail Express for SK Knights, but Warney comes back with it. Really passing it to the coach and left wide open. Number 22, Oh Jae-yeon.
Careful to not allow any good looks from three-point range. The Knights on the early part of the season, 36% beyond the arc.
In Chinese Taipei play for the Taichung Suns and the Kaohsiung Aquas. Chen Youwei hands it off to Gillenwater. Step forward for the three, high up, cut back, goes in for Jeramapor's. And here comes SK Knights, 10 seconds, and Jeff Wu gets the ball over to Archie Goodwin. Here's the alley-oop, and hits the bank into the ring. Skip pass, kick out to Kim Nak-young for three, and baby, it is good.
Finally, the Knights getting off a clean look from three-point range.
Goodwin from the wing. Easy does it.
To win those first two, have gone on to the, at the time, Final Four, and now the playoff.
Monroe sets the pick, goes downhill drive, and gets rewarded.
Goodwin, in his EASL Super League debut, wowed us with his point-scoring ability.
Missed rotations there, and Monroe gets the bucket. No good at the basket. Youwei fights for the board against Tolentino. Goodwin charging through in the lane, and it rattles in. Count it.
Of those 6 teams to start 2-0, 4 went on to win their third game. Imagine playing at home makes it easier.
And one for the SK Knights side, Kim Nak-young.
Not giving ground.
Kim stuck, finds Warney. Loses the ball, and here comes Gillenwater charging through, coast to coast, gets Cookie Monsters. They got 3 steals as opposed to SK Knights' single steal.
Yeah, a lot of deflection by the Braves.
And there's nothing but net once again for.
He was out there, which tough assignment. One of the best imports in this region, playing the B-League for many years.
Did quite a good job though. He played 20 minutes in that previous matchup. A lot of bodies hit the floor. Goodwin for 3, and you gotta count it. And so great, you Josh. End to end. Has to find the men from the outside, and back-to-back threes. And Young comes in with 7 seconds to go. Warney corrals the board, and here's Monroe over Mo, as well as the foreign student status that is Mo on the court together. Warney, step back and rattles in. Lobbing it over, Josh going in, bodies up against An Son-woon, and gets the and one.
Shooting guard who can jump out of the gym.
8 seconds left to go. Gillenwater, guarded by Monroe, gets the spin and the bucket.
Yeah, that could be the worry, though, with having your center guarding Warney, though.
And Goodwin pulls up for the long 2 and keeps the bank open. As Mo had only logged in 5 minutes in this game, and Gillenwater comes through with a 2-piece. And answering back, An Yeon-jun gets a quick bucket. He's sitting at, I believe, was his 5th. We'll come back to this match. Jeramapor's through the lane, gets the jam. 3 minutes to go, Warney. Finally shaking it off. Jeramapor, he drains the 2.
Are so jumpy to send a second defender at him, but that time, ISO move, easy.
Ijia finds an opening to Jeramapor. Despite them being in the lead, credit goes to the Braves for calling that timeout. They've been effective against SK Knights and Hong Kong, which they will do so on Sunday the 28th. Out of timeout, Gillenwater with the splash.
So there might be some fatigue going on there too, whereas the Braves had a week and a half off.
Absolutely. Warney, step back for the long two for the buzzer beater. Monroe passing it. Tolentino now to Warney. Having a tough time against Garamapur. Logs in the 2, and they're going to count and 1. Garamapur going in, dig deep, gets the bucket. Warney is, not to say he's little, but he only stands at 6'6", and here's a catch and shoot for Warney, and he drains the 3 to 19 points. Warney stepping back, signature move, and there's a tap back in for An Yeon-jun.
We talked about Kim getting the start. Well, he only averages 19 minutes played per game.
Mismatch in size. Tolentino gets the and 1 off of Tanyoway. Go waits for Yeon-jun. He cuts through. Kick out back over to Horn offense from the SK Knights, and Monroe, he sinks the 3. Once again, Warney guarded by Gillenwater. And the fadeaway is good.
Strong defense against Warney, but when the offensive player fades away, that leaves him daylight. How about a counter?
And yes, sir. He hook pass, swinging it over, around to Josh. And Zogweier, he bags a 3 himself.
Yeah, Josh now with a couple of three-pointers made. That'll really open the game up for the Braves.
And Tolentino from the parking lot, he joins the party for his 3-piece. Well, trying to get his hand in the cookie jar. Here's Monroe. Going ISO against Big Mo, but Big Mo making it big tough. Losing his handles here in the 3rd quarter, and Tolentino left wide open from the wing. Winner, chicken dinner. There's another 3 for the Filipino.
Are digging it.
And just like we said, they're just silently creeping up. They're 8 for 18 from 3. Braves 6 for 18. Gillenwater taking full advantage. Yeon-jun fighting for the board, and Monroe driving through and keeps the bank open.
Find that energy to go on offense.
And Gillenwater pulls up for the bucket. Then scoring back-to-back. Yeon-jun's toss-up could not be tossed in, and Zogweier! Nice boost. As Braves only behind by 1 now. There's Tolentino driving through, and Monroe wide open.
The start of the 4th quarter.
And there's Warney setting up the screen. Woo Chae-young pulls up, and Warney coming through, and Monroe gets the tap in. Jae-hyun finding no entry, has to give it up to Warney. Warney with the long 2. Player that brought relief to the Braves in scoring 11. No small feat to be held down to less than 20 points. Taehyun over to Monroe. Trying to shake off Big Mo. And there's a big 2 for Monroe. There's a pump fake pass over to Goodwin. With 5 seconds left, the clock is burning. Sidestepping for the 3. And check it, he gets the 3-piece. And Warney now coming in from the right up against Garamapur.
We'll get to the action and back to that in a second.
Shaking off Yeon-jun for the 3. Count it! Once he gets that confidence in him, you really see him trying to make those buckets, especially from out on the perimeter, and Tolentino silences the Fubon Braves crowd. Row from the SK Knights. I don't think I've seen a single second from a break, and coming in for the block was Archie Goodwin. He scored 14 points so far. There's a double team out to Tolentino from the corner, and it's good! And Tolentino, ball nearly gets poked out, he recovers, he finds Monroe, 1 second left to go! Boom! Goes the dynamite for Monroe!
He's playing tricks on the brim.
He's a mean one, all right. Yeah, Gillenwater's percentage certainly has dropped since the first half. And Tolentino, sweet time with 5 seconds remaining. Seung-Yeo Wei has to guard Yeonjun, and just like that, with 0.5 seconds, they get the final bucket to conclude this game here at Taipei Heping Gymnasium. 88-79, what a comeback. Now we saw a big